Okay guys, I had said I would do a tutorial and I'm a little late. So we're going to paint one of these. This one's been sealed. Person that sealed it for me used some glitter spray and some sealant, and then this one has not been sealed yet. So I can't remember who posted a similar picture on the group, but thanks for the inspiration. So this is what we're going to use. Okay, I've already gotten my paints out. Let's see, you can see these colors. Got white, yellow, I got an orange, a red, and a black. You wouldn't have to use an orange, I just thought I'd try it. So a little bit different colors than what I used before. If you want to see the tubes, I'm using not craft paints, but I guess the artist paints. So Mars Black, Cadmium Orange, Cadmium Red Medium, a white, and a lemon yellow, which is like a cadmium yellow light, which I don't know what I did with the tubes. So, okay, then you're gonna need a rock, and I'm gonna paint a little bit smaller today, so I just pulled that rock out of my pocket. Other things, flat brush, whatever size you have. For the background, I think I'm using a 6. Sure, why not? And then a thin brush, so you could use a liner. Sometimes they're called a script brush. This one, because I'm lazy, don't ever take out tags, that's what it is. Got it from Michaels. You could use something, those brushes from Amazon. Right, it just needs to have a fine tip to it. So that's it, that's all we need. Okay, so that one has a glare, so I'm going to pull this one out so I can kind of see it. Nice thing about this rock is they all turn out different. So I'm going to wet my brush and we're going to do the background layer. So actually don't want it that wet. My water's pretty dirty. So I'm going to get some yellow. Now I find that yellow is a pretty transparent color. So you might have to put on a couple coats. My rock is already fairly light, so that's why I haven't put on a base coat, but I'm just circling around. Okay. But you can see it's pretty transparent. You can see the rock through it. I'm going to grab some of this orange. I'm going to work on it while it is wet. Okay. And I'm going to actually just get a tiny bit of this red. When I originally did this, I was using like a red-orange color. I didn't rinse my brush because I just want it to blend, and I am getting like such a small amount of red. Okay, and the idea is I'm going to be working wet into wet paint. That's why we're getting that blend. Oh, crap, we're going to need a purple paint too, you guys. I forgot that at the paint party too, if you were painting this rock with me. So we'll need a purple, a dark purple. And you could mix it too, since we already have the red out. So I'm going to grab some of this yellow. Didn't wash my brush. I might need to wet it. All right, and I'm just kind of blending that around. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of water. So the artist paint's a little bit thicker. So you might have some craft paint. Typically that's a little bit thinner, but you know, you can decide how much water you need to use depending on the paint that you're using. And I always get asked all the time, it's like, well, do I need to go get some artist paint? I'm like, no, just use what you like. I also use a lot of cheap Craft Smart paint. Been liking folk art. Again, I'm just picking up colors and working on it while it's wet. Okay. And one thing you might notice, and I think this would happen with any paint, is sometimes the color underneath will start to lift off. Just means you need to wait for it to dry. Okay, but we got a pretty nice blend there. Let's see if I can fix my light. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we just gotta let it dry. be back. Okay, so it's been a little bit, it's a little tacky in the middle, but we're going to do the bottom. This is where we're going to need the purple paint. I'm trying to find a purple. I'm just going to use a Craft Smart. I'm going to use purple. Okay, and it needs to be thin anyway. I find the Craft Smart paint to be a little bit thin, so I'm just getting some on my handy dandy glass plate. And going back to my brush. So I'm just going to dry that off a little bit. And I'm going to pick up a super small amount. Can you guys see that? I don't know. Okay. And we're just going to put a light layer on the bottom. This is going to kind of give us like the mist. Okay. And I'm just going to pull it around the edge of the rock. You guys see that? My light feels so bad today. Okay. Maybe you can zoom in. Okay, I'm going to get just a tiny bit more. You guys see that? Not a lot. Again, I'm going to work from the bottom, going around the edge of my rock here. And I'm just going to pull it up a little bit. And we can put some more on later too, so a little bit more. Okay. I just want that edge to kind of blend, so I'm just barely touching it. Oh, sorry guys. I'm so zoomed in. Right? Brush is getting kind of dry. I'm actually going to grab a little bit of orange and red. Kind of thinning that out. Whoa. Right, and I'm actually dry brushing that. That looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to rinse out my brush because I want a little bit more yellow in the middle. And I'm just working around in a circle. Again, yellow's kind of transparent, so I can blend this over. And I didn't grab very much paint. It actually looks pretty good. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I actually decided to grab a smaller flat brush. I'm going to do the moon, sun, whatever you want to call it. It goes in the middle of this orange. I'm just going to grab a little bit of white paint. And I'm just going to do a circle right in the middle. Okay, my paint's a little thick, so add some water. And if you have your paint be a little bit thin, that background is going to show through, which is kind of a nice effect. So I'm just working on getting this circle a circle. You could go in with some more yellow if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave mine like this for this rock. Yeah, maybe a little bit of yellow. I'm so indecisive. I kind of want some yellow around the edge. I want it to be, I don't know what I want it to be. There we go. Kind of like glowy, I guess. There we go. I kind of like that a little bit better. Okay, now we're ready to do some trees. This is where that script brush comes into play, or the liner. I'm gonna get it wet. I'm dipping it into my black paint. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay, so I just got the end in some black paint. My brush is wet. I'm trying to thin it out. I don't want it to be watery, but I want it to be able to flow well. Look here, see that? It's flowing pretty good. Okay, I'm going to turn the rock upside down. I have an easier time doing this way. So I'm going to pull it from the bottom edge of the rock and up. So I don't know if this is a proper term, but I like to think of brushes as being pressure sensitive. The harder I press, the thicker the line. The less I press, the thinner the line. So I'm just making trees, and they can go up over the moon. So I want to get those thin lines. I'm barely going to touch the end here. Okay, oh, see that? I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So there's one side of the tree. You might have to find yourself like, now I'm just kind of thinning out some paint. Here's the other side, so I'm going to go down to the trunk. Trees are thicker at the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to go up here. And, right, really thin little strokes. Oh, my brush definitely getting dry. Oh, there you go. I can really, as soon as I can get. Okay. Get that a little bit thicker. Okay, so now trees, they usually start branching out, right? You gotta remember, I'm doing this upside down. It's easier for me to get the thinner lines. So I'm gonna start making this thing branch out. Okay, again, super thin strokes. And then these are gonna branch out. So I'm gonna start here. Branching out into twos. I don't know if it's like allergies or what's going on, but my nose has been crazy lately. So even these are going to try to make them branch out even more. Okay, I'm going to turn around and see what this tree looks like. That looks okay. Actually, I think I might do some paint ready. Maybe a branch coming out this way. You see what I'm talking about? Like right here, so thicker. Okay. If you can get them to go in kind of like little threes. And sometimes I don't even have them connect. Oh my gosh, I'm going to fix my record player. I got some, I like that tree. Some fluff on it. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, music has been saved. So I'm starting to like how this tree is looking. I might make this branch just a little bit thicker. Okay, so I'm going to do a second tree again. I need to flip my rock upside down. Get some paint on that. So thick, a little bit more pressure, using more surface area of my brush. The thinner, it's going to come and overlap this one. My brush is a little watery. My brush, my paint. Okay, so it's going to branch out this way. Oh, it's purple. It's up there. Okay. Oh, coming down here. Yeah, this one be taller. Yep. Okay, so I'm just working on trying to keep these things really thin. Nice thing about these rocks is, you know, no matter how many times you paint this scene, it's going to be different. So and if you're using a bigger rock, you possibly could use a bigger brush. Okay, a really tall tree right there. My light is so bad today. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking to see what I want to add. I kind of want these branches to go out more, so I hope this is still in the camera. There we go. I'm shaky. Too much coffee? I don't know. I'm gonna make this tree a little bit wider down here. Okay, last thing is like some grassy type strokes. I'm just gonna use the black. Again, I turn my rock around for this. So more pressure, less pressure. So sorry about the, you guys can hear the language of this music, I guess. Okay. Alright, so I'm just doing thick to thin strokes coming up from the bottom of the rock. So we can go over the trees. Paint's starting to thicken up on me. Okay. Yep. You can decide how tall you want these things to be. Oh, my nose. Okay. Bitter bee allergies. Okay. So I'm just going to cover some of this up. Kind of like that. I think over here I'm going to add like a broken branch. Okay, so let me do the same thing here. Maybe this one has like a little dead branch coming out of it, like that. I like that. So I think this rock is done. You can see that? This needs to be sealed, glittered, whatever you're gonna do. But you can see how different they are. This one fit. Wow. Alright, which is kind of, I think, pretty exciting. So hopefully you have fun with this. You know, change up the colors, make it your own, and just have a great time. See you later, guys.